Hey everyone, Logan and Nick here, just doing a little impromptu battle report tonight. We don't have the full setup, but we've got our armies on our table, so we figured we'd film our game as well. We're testing some list ideas for the CanHammer team tournament, so I'm going to be running my Tau, and Nick is running his Grey Knights and Imperial Knight allies. Not sure what mission we're going to be playing yet, we'll talk about that after deployment here. But to give you a quick run through of my Tau, we've got the drone net formation, so 4 units of 4 marker drones. This one's just going to be bare stands for now, haven't finished magnetizing the drones yet. We have 3 independent broadsides, each with basically their missile sides with interceptor. 2 units of 10 Kroot with Kroot hounds, a commander with stim injector and drone controller with the Iridium suit, along with 2 of his own marker drones. Storm Surge with pulse driver cannon, twin link burst cannon, 4+ invul, and interceptor. And then the Riptide formation, Riptide wing, with 3 Riptides with smart missile systems, burst cannons, stim injector, and interceptor. So with that, we'll take a look over Nick's list. And we're here with Nick's list, so give us a quick run through, Nick.
Okay, so I'm running Kaldor Drago as my conversion. I'm still painting him up. With 6 Terminators, 3 with the Halberds and 3 with the Demon Hammers. With a Mastery level 2 Librarian, pretty naked. For troops, so that's 1 troops. Another troops, because I'm running a CAD, is a unit of Strike Squad with all Halberds and the Flamer. Heavy supports, 3 Dread Knights, 2 with the Gatling Silencers, 1 with the Psy Cannon. These 2 have the Flamers modeled, but I actually won't be using the Flamers. I just was an idiot and didn't magnetize, so I don't want to chop them off. Fast attack, I'm actually going to use an Interceptor Squad, again with 4 Halberds and a Flamer and a Teleport Homer. And then I have allied an Imperial Knight, the Knight Paladin, I think, with the Battle Cannon and 2 Heavy Stubbers and a Chainsword.
Alright, excellent. So we're going to decide what type of mission we're going to be playing. Probably just one of the ITC ones, because that's the current plan for the CanHammer team tournament. So we'll get that set up and check in after deployment. Okay, we are here after deployment. Nick gave me first turn, so he can try to seize if he wants, but what we've got here is in the ruins in the back corner. Oh, I guess first we're playing the Crusade. It's ITC mission 6, so we each have, all the objectives are Crusade objectives and it's modified Maelstrom. So we've got my objective 1 under here, 2 right there. Nick's 1 is back by the Knight, and his 2 is right here. So for deployments, I've got all 3 Riptides over on this side. Remember to deploy them in the right places this time. My commander with the marker drones and his own 2 marker drones down here. Storm Surge. The 3 broadsides hanging out in the middle, along with 4 marker drones. And then over in the ruins here, we have a unit of marker drones on the lower level and a unit on the upper 2 levels. And it looks like Nick's got his, is it Paladins or just Terminators?
Just Terminators.
Yeah, Terminators, Librarian, and Drago over there.
Yeah.
And then the Knight there.
Mm-hmm. And the Interceptors are there.
There we go. And the 3 Dread Knights are deep striking, correct?
With the Strike Squad, yeah.
Alright. So, do you want to try to seize, sir? We both have +1 to seize as our Warlord trait.
Yes.
Alright, good luck.
Thank you.
That is a seize.
Seize on a normal roll.
Grey Knights, turn 1, coming up. Here at the end of Grey Knights, turn 1. What happened, Nick?
Not an awful lot, to be honest. I seized on Logan, but then realized I wasn't using the Nemesis Strike Force I normally do. So I can't attempt to deep strike my guys turn 1. But still, hopefully it takes a turn of shooting away from Logan against me. Anyway, so I shunted my Interceptor Squad behind here. Hopefully one of them can last through the 400 smart missile system shots that don't require line of sight. Okay. Anyway, so Psychic Phase I didn't do anything because based on the Interceptor, I didn't want to bring in 1 unit and then allow him Interceptor again next turn. So basically what I want to do is have him just intercept 1 or 2 units and then try to have everybody come in at the same time. So at the moment, Knight here is just holding on to this objective. That was one of my Maelstroms. And then the other one was Destroy Unit. I didn't get it. Drago and friends are chilling out here for a moment, and shooting phase, Imperial Knight just managed to pull a wound off the Storm Surge.
So he's down to 7.
Yeah. So that's about it. We'll see what happens, Logan's first turn.
All right. We're back at the end of Tau turn 1. We did a little bit of movement with the drones here. Amazingly, did not fail any dangerous terrain tests on them. Over here, everything stayed still for the broadsides and those drones. The Storm Surge just moved a tiny bit just to let some guys out. This unit, however, lost 3 drones to dangerous terrain, unfortunately. And then my Riptides just sort of jumped across here. In the shooting phase, the Storm Surge, I got 5 marker whites first on the night. So the Storm Surge used 2 to boost his ballistic skill up to 5 and 3 to shoot 3D missiles. So those went into the night, left him with 1 hull point. And then unfortunately Nick failed his 4+ invul save against the pie plate that hit him dead on and did a glance. So that's the end of the night. That was my 1 Maelstrom point for killing an enemy unit. He tossed his anchors down in the shooting phase. And then all of the broadsides and Riptides opened fire onto the interceptors, I think they're called.
Yeah.
And there's, 1 left?
Yeah.
And he's got a leadership test unless he's fearless.
I don't think so.
Let's see if it matters. No, does not matter. So he's hanging out there. But at the end of turn 1, the score on Maelstrom is 2 points for Tau to no points for Grey Knights. But there are possibly 3 Dread Knights coming in this turn on 2 ups. So we'll be back at the end of Grey Knights 2. Alright, here at the end of Grey Knights 2, what happened, Nick?
Well, I lost Big Papa over here early, but that's okay. Luckily with the reroll to reserves, I was able to get everything in, so I deep struck my strike squad here to be able to claim objective 1. They ran, they're within 3, so that's good. So far they have it. I deep struck all 3 Dread Knights within here. They're all sitting in cover and they're able to get within range of these guys. Unfortunately, I can't charge the turn I arrive.
My God.
And this guy moved up to allow Drago and friends to gate in next to Storm Surge and the broadsides. In the shooting phase, I was able to pull off some wounds off. Our psychic phase, the psychic shrieked him
For 7 wounds!
and then managed to do 2 after the saves and feel no pain. But then in the shooting phase, I got lucky and was able to pull off 2 more wounds with the side cannon on this Dread Knight. He rented 1 and then Logan failed the other save. These guys put 8 wounds on him, but he saved all of them.
Damn right.
And then I got 1 wound on him with a forced Gatling silencer, but unfortunately Logan made the...
the AP dash kind of hurts those, but when they go through, oh, it's brutal.
Yeah, you're hoping for like 1 or 2, or if you get 3, there's a decent chance of rolling 1. So.
Exactly.
So far I got this objective, but we'll see. I'm running low on Maelstrom. What's the primary, actually?
Primary is Crusade, so it's objectives held at the end of the game.
Okay. But I got my force guys on the table. If they can survive a round of shooting, hopefully things will pick up. I have a feeling the next shooting phase is going to be a big deciding factor.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. It depends on, what I prioritize for targets, how many Rens I get, all that kind of stuff. So
yeah,
it will be interesting. But with that, we're going into Tau 2.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, we're here at the end of Tau turn 2. Long story short, the dice did not go well for Nick. Feel kind of bad actually how badly they went. So turn 2, I moved the Storm Surge over to here, figuring that it would be at least, rather than him getting double shots and getting charged by Drago's unit, it'd be worth getting him out of the way, taking the shots I could take, and going from there. And this turn was a bit of a gamble based on the jump moves of my drones. Because what I wanted to do, originally Drago's unit here was much bigger, but I wanted to basically do a wall of the drones that were here by moving them out and then basically making a line across so that they'd have to be shot at by something. So either he was wasting silencer or side cannon shots on them, to which I could jink from the formation, or he'd have to shoot them with Drago's unit, which means he couldn't charge my Storm Surge. As things went, however, the dice did the work for me. So there were 3 Dread Knights in here and an Interceptor over there. I got 7 marker lights on the Dread Knight in the middle, and fired a D missile at him. You passed your cover save on that though, which was good. Then I dropped a pie plate, hit him and the one that was over there. Did a wound to both of them. Then I did the 4d6 missiles. I rolled super hot. I got 18 shots. I did something like 2 wounds got through from those onto the Dread Knight. Just really unlucky rolling, unfortunately. Burst cannon from this guy took out the interceptor that was over there, and smart missiles finished off the Dread Knight. Then from these guys, high yield missile pods and smart missiles, again, these are 3 different units if you're wondering about coherency, went into the guy that was here, did 2 or 3 wounds. Then we went into the Riptide shooting. They used their hail fire this turn, so they could all fire their weapons twice. They all passed their Nova charges for their big gun. So first one ended up killing that dude, the Dread Knight. And then his second round, I think, was smart missiles actually. And then the rest of his shots, because he can fire at a different target, went into the other Dread Knight, did a couple wounds. Then we went into this guy who managed to finish off the Dread Knight. A lot in thanks to hitting on 3s from the formation, which was good. And then we went into the last couple shots from the last guy. And actually, I think we must have done more damage than that earlier. But either way, all 3 Dread Knights somehow died.
Statistically, based on the number, like just rough, based on the number of Terminators you killed and the Dread Knights,
There's no way that should have happened.
you should have done 114 wounds.
Yeah, I think in reality I probably did about 50.
If that.
Yeah.
If you did, I think you probably did between 30 and 50 wounds.
Yeah.
And you should have done 114 for an average.
Yeah,
Kill them.
the dice did not agree with Nick. I felt bad as he was rolling those saves, but anyway, where we're left here is after the jump moves, we basically got Drago's unit pinned, so I've got drones in coherency, but spread out an inch away from his guys. So his only option is to shoot at and charge a drone unit, or to gate, in which case, again, I basically get to capitalize objectives, and the only other thing he's got left on the table is the 3 guys in the strike squad who actually have to take a leadership test from smart missiles. Not adding insult to injury, they're fine. But, so Nick, you want to call it there, I think you said?
Maybe for the battle report we'll call it.
All right, we'll keep playing though.
We'll keep playing quickly. And
All
it
right.
won't take long, obviously.
Okay, so we'll call it there on the video. I think it's pretty clear how things are going to go from here unless I roll nothing but 1s and fail my get hot saves and everything. But with that, thanks for watching. Again, this was sort of a test for Adepticon lists and CanHammer Team Tournament. As it turns out, it was my Adepticon list against Nick's CanHammer Team Tournament list, because I actually brought the different one than I thought I did. But that's where we're at, and that's how that went. If you want to check out more battle reports, we've now got Batman, War Machine, X-Wing, 40K. We've got some Age of Sigmar up there. We're going to be doing some more of it. So stay tuned to our channel here at OnePlus Armor on YouTube. We also stream every Wednesday night. That's going to be next 2 weeks. It's 40K, and then we're alternating 40K and War Machine when we can. And that's from FDB over in Gatineau. Great store. Check them out. Outside of that,
Check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/OnePlusArmor, I think.
yeah, certainly is.
And then we have OnePlusArmor.com, which hosts all of our tournament info stuff. Sometimes we blog up there, different media stuff, links, check it all out. We're trying to build that up a bit. We're possibly planning a kind of online-based Age of Sigmar campaign if you're interested in that. Anyway, check us out, message us on Facebook, let us know what you want, and all that stuff.
Absolutely. And if you really like what you see, again, apologies for the somewhat lower quality of tonight's video, but if you do like our content in general, we really do appreciate any support you can give us, whether that's follows on Twitch or subscriptions here, or if you really want to help us out, we do have a Patreon page. That's patreon.com/OnePlusArmor, where you can donate any amount of money to us on a recurring monthly basis, anywhere from $1 up to whatever you want. It really does help us out. Pays for things like the fat mats, better terrain than what I've made out of cardboard here, and a couple other things. Helps us get tournament events going and whatnot. And there are perks depending on how much. You get free dice, free tournament entry, t-shirts, all that kind of stuff. So be sure to check that out. Anyway, once again, thanks for watching.